In this video, we're going to take a look at creating Servoy database connections. Servoy can connect to almost any database that has a JDBC driver. You can view your existing database connections by coming up to the resources and opening it. And here underneath Database Servers node, you'll see all of your existing database connections. To view the specifics of a database connection, simply right-click and say Open Server. This panel will then go ahead and show the basics about how to connect to the database. If you want to show more advanced server settings, simply click the link. This will allow you to go ahead and specify the URL, the driver, catalog, and more. In most cases, you won't need to mess with these settings, but they're here in case you do. In order to create a new database connection, come up to Database Servers and right-click. Then choose Connect to Existing Database. Here you see a list of popular databases, where Servoy has already set up the most popular JDBC settings for you. Just because your database appears in this list doesn't necessarily mean that the correct JDBC driver is installed. So to make sure you have the right JDBC driver installed, go into your install directory, inside the application directory, and inside the drivers directory. Here you'll see all of the default drivers that Servoy ships. If you don't see your driver, make sure that you put it into this folder and restart Servoy before you try to configure it. If you're using PostgreSQL, you could even create a new database right from this command. Simply click the Create New PostgreSQL Database, give it a name, and Servoy will actually create the database. Now, the Database Servers node, you can also click on a particular named database connection. In this case, example data. We can tell that the driver it's using is PostgreSQL, so we know that it's a PostgreSQL database. And I can either go ahead and click on it, and it will show a list of all the tables down here at the bottom, or I can expand this node and it will show me the tables. You can go ahead and double-click any table. It will show you all of the columns that are in that table down below the listing. As you can see, it's pretty easy to set up a database connection in Servoy. Well, that's it for this brief tutorial. For Servoy University, I'm Bob Cusick.